Hello everyone, and welcome. I know I'm sitting in a chair, and that's rather odd, but I have to charge my phone now. But I wanted to tell you guys exactly how frustrated I am about today. I mean, before it blew my mind. And by that I mean left. I don't mean like, I mean today did blow my mind. Um, wow, there are mosquitoes out here. That much I did know. So, let me break it down for you while Penny sits in my lap and constantly begs me for attention. Okay, so I decided I would go to the DMV today to get my car legal, get the plates, the registration, the title work, all that good stuff, right? And then I would go get insurance. Because I've been asking around for a few months, hey, should, do I have to have one or the other to get the other one? Like, do I need insurance to get registration? Do I need registration to get insurance? And everybody always told me, well, you should just get them on the same day. You should just get them on the same day. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you get them on the same day. So I thought, oh, okay, cool. I can do that. That was the wrong advice. And I've asked a lot of people, and they all gave me that answer. So I figured it wouldn't be a bad idea to go up to the DMV first. I thought I had just enough money to be able to get my registration done, and then, oh my goodness, they are raining on me. The mosquitoes, I mean. Anyways, I figured I had just enough money to be able to do that, to get the registration, and then go get insurance. No. Our day starts, I woke up, I got to the DMV at 10 o'clock. I was not following directions. I looked it up the night before on Google Maps, okay? Not Google Maps, Apple Maps. Apple Maps doesn't know where the dang DMV is. I almost got lost this morning. Even though that is the simplest place to get to. I should have listened to the directions that were given to me by a certain someone. She's usually right about this kind of stuff, but it's okay. You know why? Because I found it. Because I'm not a complete imbecile. Unlike Apple Maps. Google Maps helped me get to the thing. Now I can find it forever because I know you just go straight until you see the building. Literally just go straight on 171 and do not take any turns until you see the building. It is that simple. So, I got there. It was about 10 o'clock. I am waiting for an hour, hour and a half maybe. Hour and 15 minutes. So, what goes on here is I go to the front and I give the lady my paperwork for the car, and I'm just like, I would like to get my car registered. She's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I can't do that. What? I can't give you your plates. Why? Do you have insurance? No, not yet. I was gonna go get it today. She's like, oh, no, I can't give you your plates. Why? Because you have to have insurance to get your plates first. You have to have insurance. You have to have insurance and then get your plates. You can leave and then come back and get your plates. And I'm just like, I waited 1.5 hours for you to tell me that I need to get insurance first, and you want me to leave? Go get the... No. I told her, I said, just do the title work. Just do the title work, and she did. Whatever. I get out there. Car won't start. So now I'm angry because it cost me $144 to do the title work. They added a $1 penalty because I haven't paid the sale tax since I bought it like almost 2 months ago. And unlike certain people believed, my license was not flagged, which made me happy. That's not a rub in their face, you know. I'm sure that they thought that it was going to be that strict. I kind of knew better than that, than to think that it would immediately, because, I mean, the only person there was the person who notarized it, and she's not going to, go into the system and tell the government, hey, this guy got this car on this exact day, and he doesn't pay it. why? It's not that big of a deal. Now, if it had been 3 years or something, maybe something would have come up. But anyways, so I'm sitting there in this parking lot. I'm in the parking lot for about an hour trying to find people to jump me off. Eventually, there's this guy who just pulls his car up after I ask him. I asked the lady before him, but she politely said no. And kept up a conversation with me till he came outside. Because I am standing there in the heat. He comes out there and just like, hey, I got cables. Would you mind jumping me off? I'm literally right over there on the other end of the parking lot with my hood up. I am the only car with the hood up. You just gotta walk on over there. And he's like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So he pulls up his puny little car to my big booty Yukon and jumps it off. I didn't know if you had to have like a SUV or a truck to jump it off, or if you could jump it off with just a car. Like, I didn't know. Now I know. You can jump cars off with just... I wouldn't jump a monster truck off with a tiny car, but, you know. So we jump me off, and I go to the bank, because something's been up with my card lately. There's been no money in my account, though, but something's been up with my card. It's not that it was declining. Yeah, I couldn't put money on it either. So I went to figure out what was going on. Well, it turns out that my bank thought that I was making fraudulent purchases, even though I've made those purchases months in succession. Like, I used to pay for Xbox Live Gold. I should cancel that subscription now that we don't have internet and my hotspot don't work. But I used to subscribe to that. I would buy stuff off iTunes. They listed stuff and they're like, wait, so this stuff was you? I'm just like, yes! Yeah, don't you see the records of purchases that has happened before? They probably did that because there was little to no money in my account. I knew that those charges were still going to try to come through. I didn't do anything about it because usually when they still try to come through, they just don't. Because there's no money in there. I can't overdraw. So the account just doesn't get paid and it just stops working. And then I come back later and I say, hey, here's the money to keep it active. And then they let me. I'm going to try not to do that again because whenever they put my card on warm, or whatever she called it warm something. Your card's on warm whatever. That means that money can't go into your account, it can't go onto your card, and you can't use your card for anything. You can go put your, you can go to the bank and put money in your account, but that's utterly useless. You can't actually take money out on your card. So we fixed that problem. I go to, and she's just like, you need to just test your card. Make sure that it works, and if it doesn't, you can come back here. Okay, well, I'm not going back to I have nothing wrong with the DeRidder branch of First National Bank of DeRidder, okay? It's just Moss Bluff branch is where I'm most comfortable. That's the one I go to. That one's really small. Everybody knows each other. Everybody greets you with a smile when you walk in the door. They don't make you wait for like 30 minutes when you have to leave your car on outside because it's gonna die if you don't. It doesn't stress you out because they know you've got things to do. But on the way home I did, I stopped by Tibbs, the gas station, and I did test it. I got 2 drinks. Alcohol, obviously. And the card went through. So I get home and I try to use my card online to get something. It's like $2. Just to see if the online stuff is working. Doesn't. It says my card's declined, even though there's plenty of money on there. That being said, that's pretty much the gist of what I did today. But, the reason I'm so upset, the reason I'm most upset about today, okay? Not only did I figure I would have enough money to get insurance and get my title work done and registered, but the fact that I think it's wasted time is because the money that I needed to spend on insurance so that I could get registered, after I got my title work done, I no longer have enough money. I no longer have enough money. So, now I have to save up money, get insurance, and then go back to the DMV and pay $20 just to get my plates. Isn't it wonderful? All this rigmarole and exaggeration because nobody would tell me what I'm telling you guys. So, future reference, people, if you're like me in a certain situation and you think that it doesn't matter which you do first, do not think that at all. Save up. Get your insurance, because I should have seen the signs coming. Because they don't ask you for registration, nothing like that. They just ask you about your car, your information, and and then they tell you got to pay this much. Okay. Just deal with insurance first. Then, after you get your insurance and your proof of insurance, you go to the DMV and you see with them about how much the title work is going to cost you. And if you have that much, do it then. If you don't, you can come back and do the title work a little bit later. If you're like me and you don't have a steady, consistent job, K for pay, I don't know. I don't know what you do, but it's an option. I personally am just going to look for work. I couldn't even call Tiger Tanks back. They're the people who called me to see if I wanted a job there. They called me to see if I wanted a job there. I couldn't call them back today because of all this, and because I've had to have my phone on the charger constantly all day. It's just been terrible. It's just been terrible. Today's a terrible day. I can't wait for therapy tomorrow. It's gonna be great. You know. But that's it for today, you guys. I just wanted to air out my frustration on this whole subject. So, toodaloo, you guys live good, healthy lives. Learn this lesson the easy way. Take it from me. You don't learn this the hard way. Pay attention to what I say. This is a very important lesson. Most of my friends have cars, so they don't need to learn this lesson. But those of you who don't, learn this lesson now if you don't already know it. Insurance first, registration later. Okay, you guys, see you later.